Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Had some rain blow through last night and woke up to 30s today. Fortunately, the sun is back out this morning, but the wind is cold and I am cold, but we still have things to do. We are getting ready and we are moving our chicken flock. We're actually gonna get that set up. I don't know if we'll get them moved today, but we're gonna grab a couple chicken fences and we are gonna head over and at least set up their area. I've got the chickshaws fixed. We'll show you what we did to those and we'll get the fencing set up for the chickens. Chickens are gonna be coming down to the area we call the meadow down here. And yesterday I worked and got the 2 chickshaws ready, and there's probably about 50 chickens. And so 2 chickshaws are plenty. Usually we can put about 30 birds in each of these chickshaws, but this one right here had the broken door. We put a new piece of wood on there, and this one wasn't broken at all. We just used the egg basket inside the barn, and we had to put the roof back on because to get these nesting boxes in, I had to put it in through the roof to get it back into the chickshaw. The birds are moving over there, and they have been over here in the barn for the winter. And you can see with this beautiful weather, there's only 3 birds outside right now. We're supposed to be back up into the 60s and 70s this weekend, and Monday we get to the high in the 30s and a low of 18, but they'll be fine outside. They do well in those. Why is everyone hanging out in here? It's not that bad. They're being a little bit of wimps, but we'll probably do like we did when we moved our younger flock over there and just make a trail with the netting and hopefully kind of walk them across. But this brings up another point. I am so glad that we don't get these birds any earlier, and I'm talking about the meat chickens, because if I had meat chickens outside right now, it would not be good. It is cold and they can't handle it, and obviously I wouldn't put them out at this age because they're still baby chicks and they're not even feathered out yet. But we thought about getting them earlier just because we're getting more of a demand for our chicken, which is a good thing. But it can also force you into things that you don't want to do, like getting your chickens too early. And these chicks would not be doing well. And like I said, I wouldn't put them out at this age anyway, but if we had older chickens and they had to be outside already, it would not be a good situation. You know, you get excited about warmer weather in the spring, but then you always get those cold days where these birds would not do good if they were outside. While we're in here, let's check out the young black sex link. They are really starting to feather out. They come as cute little fur balls. They start to feather out and they kind of turn into ugly teenagers, and then their feathers come back in and they are doing good. But we are excited to get these egg layers outside. They're excited. They're going to be excited. They don't know it yet, but they'll be excited to be outside as well. So we'll get them moved over. We'll get the barn cleaned out, and we will just have chicks in the barn for brooding situations. So now that I'm out here, more birds have come outside. But anyway, let's get their area set up. And Brooklyn's got a track meet tonight, so we probably won't get these birds moved over today, but we'll get as far as we can, and then whatever we don't get to, we'll do it tomorrow. Okay, we've got 4 100-foot fences all the way around. They're gonna have shade, get up under these trees, scratch, whatever they need to do. Man, it's a beautiful afternoon, but it is chilly still. So anyway, we've got their spot ready. If we have enough time, the only thing left we need to do is get the chickens over. And to do that, we basically built a corral here. We've got fences, we had extra fences, so we've just built a long path that will take them down here. And Isaiah and I are going to herd the chickens through here. So we'll get the feeders and waters, make sure everybody's out of the house, close up the window so they can't get back in, and they will head to their new area. All right, we just need our chicken herding stick, also known as an old broom, just to get these birds out of here. Come on. Oh, other way. There's always one that doesn't know how to get out. There you go. One coming out of the nest box. I think that is everybody. Most of the eggs have probably been laid, but I'm sure there'll be a few in the other nest boxes this afternoon. Okay, now it's time to herd chickens. I've got Isaiah begrudgingly out here. He does not want to be in a video, but I need long arms. Here, come on this side, bud. Come down this fence and then we'll walk them. All right. I'm hoping this will work. There's always one or two, but once the first couple chickens make it across, the rest of them seem to follow. So we've got a good herd here heading the way we need them to go. It's been a while since they've been on grass, so some of these are already seeing that grass and starting to peck at the ends of the grass, but this is working quite well. Normally when we move them across an area, we're just dragging them in those chickshaws, but since they're moving out of their winter housing to the chickshaws, they haven't been in there, and that is why we have to herd them across using our fence paths here. Well, that went very smooth there underneath this chickshaw right now. I'm gonna open these up. Obviously we want them to go in here at night, and they've been in these before, so I'm sure it won't be that big of an issue. Nest box is open for the ones that haven't laid any eggs yet. A lot of people always ask, well, how do you figure out who goes into what nest box or what chickshaw? We don't, they choose. It's freedom of choice here at KC Farms. So this one's nesting bar wasn't down. We'll reach in and put that down there. And that way, I'm sure there's a couple that still need to lay eggs. They'll be able to do that, but isn't that a beautiful sight? Green grass, blue skies, chickens out doing what chickens love to do. The winter housing was perfect for what we needed it for, but as soon as we can get them out here and let them explore, and we'll continue to move these chickens around this spot, and then we'll pick up all the fences and we'll move them again. So anyway, we got them moved before we had to leave for Brooklyn's track meet. We'll come back tonight. We'll check out these birds, how they go up in here, close them up, and then we'll release them in the morning. All right, guys, we are back from the track meet finally, checking on these birds. And here is the first coop. Looks like most everyone chose to sleep in this one, but there's plenty of room for them. There's open roosts. And if there wasn't enough room, let me get this. Oh, there we go. Might have to adjust that a little bit. There wasn't enough room over there. There is plenty of room over here. We've only got 4 birds in there, so there's probably about 36 or so in the other one. So it's just free choice wherever they want to stay for the night. But we'll come back in the morning. These guys are locked up and safe for the night, and we'll come back and check them out in the morning. Well, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It is 37 degrees. I did not think I would need my winter neck sleeve, but here we are. It's supposed to be 70 today, so I can't complain, but it is a beautiful, beautiful morning, and the chickens seem to be happy to be outside, so they're adjusting to this new spot. And it looks so much better to have them out here than in that little winter pasture that we had them in. So they did well overnight, no issues. We'll move these coops one spot every day because like we said, or like we say, most of the manure is at night when they're up on those roosting bars. And so we just moved the coops one spot forward. I've got the nesting bars put down so they can go up in here and start laying some eggs when they're ready. And they are doing just fine this morning. So we've got them on the move now. They're gonna be doing work every day for us, putting manure down, cleaning up bugs. And when they get out here on the grass and you're getting bugs and worms and anything else, you get a lot better eggs. So happy to have them out. Today's job will be to scoop all that old chicken manure out of their spot, get it on our compost pile, and start it composting so we can start using that in our gardens here. Probably not this spring, but maybe later this fall. We have a bunch of other compost that we're using this spring for the garden. So definitely another benefit of having these chickens, and that is also a benefit of having them in the barn in the winter because we don't collect their manure when we have them out here in the pasture because it's just going right onto the ground and fertilizing the pasture itself, and that is also good for the pasture. So anyway, guys, another job checked off the spring to-do list, getting ready for summer. The only thing in that barn now will be chicks brooding until about 3 weeks of age, and then they'll be out on the pasture. So things are speeding up and going well for us this spring. So we hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. Don't forget to make the change, and we'll see you on the next video.